Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Guess what time it is? Yeah, it's a little past 9. I know. 9:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here in sunny South Florida, 86 degrees, and it is sunny. What does that mean? That means it's freaking hot today. Look who managed to get up this morning. I did. I'm awake. I'm here. Holy moly, I can't believe I'm actually awake. Yes, I am. I threw out my back yesterday, so I'm like sitting here very straight, like kind of like leaning back because my lower back is killing me, and I wonder why. Can you guess why my lower back may be hurting? I don't know. Maybe if you look around, look to the left, look to the right. I'm just saying something may have happened. So it is one of those things. Hope you guys are doing well. It's a Monday, man. I got my grumpy cup today. My wife decided I was grumpy. She said I had to drink out of this cup today. So yeah, so there you go. Grumpy pants. That's me. Grumpy dwarf. I think that's me every day, actually. So that's what she gave me that today. Hey, hope you guys are doing well. You know, I haven't even looked at news in the past couple of days, so I don't even know what there is. I do know, thank goodness to the community that I have, they've dropped up some videos in regards to some news that's going on. Starfield had an update. Yes, we'll see that. Let's see, what else do we have on board here? They got, oh, I love my community. They're so cool. They are the ones that keep me going. All right, so let's see. They got me. They got a couple of things in here. So let's see. Let me look in the coffee chat. By the way, and if you are a part of the Discord, which I think the link is somewhere in my about me's or something. Either way, feel free to ask. But if you're a part of Discord, we have a place called Coffee Chat Content. And if there's ever anything you find interesting that you want me to bring up during the stream, just drop it in there. Drop it in there. And also we have like a games and movie section for like any trailers that you may see that you're interested in, and you know, things like that. We have a lot of different channels. So I personally like to go to games and movies, that channel, and we're gonna see what we got in there. We got a couple of things. I'll bring those up in a moment. Everything looks good on this end. It's a little dark. I mean, I could probably throw a couple of lights on, but that's okay. We don't need it. Don't take your grumpy shit. No, Greeno, you are known as the grumpy man. Don't worry. I will never take that over. You are the grumpier man. I swear, if we did a stream, we'd be the grumpy old men. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need a water or a coffee in a little bit. All right, let me line these things up for us. By the way, this space sound, if you ever want some white noise in the background, this is so great. I've got another one running in the back in the room, but this one here, this is called the most realistic spaceship cockpit brown. They call it brown noise. I don't know why, but this one's labeled that. I'm not making it up, and that's what it says. Here, I'll show you. You think I'm lying? Speaking of which, let me put this over here. Okay. Yeah, right here it says. See, I'm not lying. That's what they call it. The most realistic spaceship cockpit brown noise. I don't know why it's called that, but the one behind me, what's this one? I don't even know what this one's called. There's another one back there, but this one's 3 hours long. The other one's 10 hours long. And all it is if you hear it, it's basic. I think what it is, it's an airplane sound. Wisdom with the grumpy men. That's what our podcast's gonna be, right? Greeno and I sitting on a mic. Wisdom or wisdom? No, it's wisdom with grumpy men. Anyways, this is pretty neat. This sound here. I'll keep it in the background. I don't. It's kind of nice. It's better than like having no sound. Makes me feel happy, but we don't need it. Okay, let's turn that off. Ah, boy. All right, let me just get myself situated here. Let's go back to full. And then I will. You know, I should set up my hotkeys correctly, but I don't know why I haven't done that. I should probably do that. I used to have all my YouTube buttons correct. Now they're a disaster. There is no sound in space. That is true. That sound is from an airplane. That's what you hear when you're flying. Well, I guess if you hear the O2 generators and electrical hums, maybe, I don't know. Can you hear that? See, and this is the thing. There's no sound in space. But if you can you talk and can you hear each other when you talk? I guess you can. Yeah, I don't know about that. See, there's some fishy stuff going on there. I don't know science. All right, let me set this up. All right, let's go over to another window. Oh, let me bring up my news real quick. Actually, here we'll go to YouTube. And here we'll bring up Google News. Ooh, that's bright. Why is it so freaking... Okay, that's fine. We're not going to read that. Let's go For You page. We can go to Technology and Entertainment, but I'll scroll through here. Survival Game meets Colony Sim S Zelda. Okay, we haven't seen that, so I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to scroll through real quick because I know there was a story that I wanted to go over. And today's just going to be news, views, and reacts, and kind of like just anything that's on topic today. I don't know, if we get bored, maybe we'll play a game, but we're trying to keep it to a 2-hour stream today. Kind of like, it'd be great if I had a topic, but I didn't have a topic this morning. I mean, I could talk about something, but I don't think you want to hear about it. You want to hear my crazy rants? Actually, there is something that came up recently. We're going to get into that in a moment. Let me see if I can find it quick. I wish I had a gaming section in Google News. Let's bring that down. All right. I think it was on Asmon TV. Let me bring that up. Wait, are they doing is PAX D doing their beta now? I thought it started later. Okay, this was the one. I don't know if I want to watch all of this, so I'll give you kind of like the gist of this. But the reason why I want to watch this is we're gonna have to turn off the realistic space music there. Okay. The reason why I want to watch this is because there was this guy has promoted this particular game. We'll show him in a moment. And he started, I guess at some point or another, they started treating him badly because he started being honest about the game, I guess. And so I guess they didn't, after that, they didn't want to like work with him or whatever the case is. And I started thinking about the fact that I put out videos about Scum, the game, and on it, like my opinions. And sometimes my opinions are not very positive. I mean, listen, everybody that's watched me before knows that I've played Scum for a very long time. And I really enjoyed the game, and I've had a great time in it, and I've made a lot of good friends, or acquaintances. I've had a lot of good times with good people. Some of you, which are part of the community that I've met and on here, and I've had a good time with. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. Anyways, the point being is I've had some good times in Scum, and I have nothing bad to say about the game as as a whole, as far as the idea, the times that we've had. But over the years, I have seen a lot of things in the game that have been implemented that have broken the game or have made the game to where it's less enjoyable to play. And so those are the things I've talked about. And I always wondered if that will give me any kind of backlash. Like, people that are wholeheartedly into Scum get upset because I'm not speaking nicely about the game. It is what it is. And I know I've lost a lot. I've lost some people because of that. But then I also wonder if the devs ever see me, which they don't. I mean, they don't even know I exist. They used to. When we were a small community and I used to stream, and a couple of them would stop by it. But for the most part, I don't think they ever watch my videos. But if they did, I wonder if they would be upset. And I don't think they would. I don't think they care one way or the other. But these are the things that you kind of like think about when you're like play a game that you enjoy, and then you put videos about it, and then you go and speak your honest opinions about it that happen to be sometimes negative. And I'm wondering if I would ever be affected by that. Who knows? Who cares? I don't. But point being is that's what this video is kind of about. This guy that was promoting this game Terrace Land, which everybody hated, but for some reason he got some bad communication with the actual people. Good morning, Hyde, with the actual developers. All right, so let's take a look at this. I'm gonna bring this up. I found this really interesting. I love, can I find the video? Maybe I'll find the video without Asmund reacting. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Perfect. So what? I don't want to watch. We don't want to watch a react to a react. Okay, so let's bring this up, bring this down, make sure our volume is good.
I really want to stop making videos on this topic, but Tarslan does not stop. What Tarslan did is the official, the mods basically sent an official complaint to YouTube to take down my video because of
somebody. So the company was taking down his video, by the way. That's where it starts. Morning, Brink. Good to see you. If they are professionals, then they should take it as constructive criticism, but I'm on the fence if they are professionals. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like a lot of, you have to remember that some of these companies are, you can't say that all the development, and I'm going to say this, I'll probably, some people will disagree with me, but it's my opinion. I don't give a shit. Some of these gaming companies are not really that professional if you think about it. I mean, sometimes it's just a couple of guys together just making a game that they have no business sense whatsoever, and so, or they don't have any skills as far as dealing with customer service. That usually takes another person to do that, like a person that's hired specifically for that. So I think I can easily say that most small indie dev companies that are just a couple of guys together putting a game, they're probably not very good at customer service. And so I would say I wouldn't say they're unprofessional, but I wouldn't say they're the most professional group of people. Let's just say not all of them. I'm just saying in some, and sometimes it has to do with the country you're in. Some countries act differently. They have different personalities, different ideas, different rulings, so they may respond differently. So I think that's kind of what I see. I watched live with Asmund, and he got the Discord mod that banned this guy on the phone and arguing, so I turned it off. Yeah, they start arguing. I can imagine. Yeah, this is, by the way, the end of this. We're going to see the end of this, but the end of the one with Asmund reacting, he ended up just saying, all right, I'm done with this, and I have to go watch something else, and he cut out the video, and he never went back to it. I don't know how much time I'm going to spend on this. I want you to see some of it, because it just led me to believe that this could happen to anybody if anybody says anything bad about a game or something, or puts out any videos that are criticizing a game.
Privacy rights or privacy infringement. So they sent in a complaint and said, hey, SPID use our public Discord profile that is public on the public page, and he posted screenshots of what we said in a public space where everybody can see it. By the way, but because of that, my video got taken down, even though I censored the pictures. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just re-upload the whole video and just take all of those stuffs out, all the screenshots out. You guys will not be able to silence me. This just
So just to start off with, this is something I had a question about. So according to him, he's like, he joined their Discord. He calls it a public. It's a public forum, I guess. You know, like Discord, is Discord public? I guess that's the question that we come down to. Is Discord a public really forum that you can like take stuff from there and post it somewhere else? And I don't see a problem with that. Like, okay, so we have our Discord. Yes, you have to request to join in, and then once you join in, then you're just, you know, you see everybody's post. You would think that there's got to be some kind of a rule that says don't take. Do I have the chat? Oh, sorry, let me go to this screen instead here. All right, because the chat seems to be erasing whenever I close it out. Okay, so there has to be something somewhere that says if you are a part of this Discord community, maybe it's an unspoken rule, you don't want to use what people post there against them. You know what I mean? Or like use it as drama somewhere. Because of the fact that if you are doing that, it's less likely that people are going to start interacting in a community on Discord. You know what I mean? Because if you're being monitored, if like what you're saying on Discord is going to be then taken and maybe used out of context or used in a video or whatever without your consent, and maybe paint you in the bad light, that's not a good thing. So I'm not saying that that's what this guy did, but I'm wondering how that's handled. Because, like, all right, so we have a Discord. I would never use anything that you guys put up as like, haha, look at this guy, he's an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do that to anybody. Or I wouldn't be like, can you believe this and like criticize or put somebody down for what they wrote. We've used some of the Discord messages like to say, look at this conversation was funny, or something along the lines like so and so shared this is a great video, whatever. You know, in those more positive light, I think that would be good. I would say it depends on how the server is set up. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like unless it says like private, like a private channel, that's different. Like, let's say they had a members, not a members only. I'm not going to say members only, but let's say they had a private channel within the Discord, and only people that were allowed in that channel were allowed to see and discuss what's there. But you couldn't copy and paste that and put that somewhere else. That I would understand. But if it's in a public forum and it's in a public channel within your Discord, and anybody that joins joins up to Discord can see it, I would consider that free and clear to use. Not to say that you should use it in a negative way, but you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the way I see it. A major company setting up an open access forum, your expectations of privacy is nil. Yeah, exactly. Or like when Nord shares our Discord DM conversations on stream in a good way. I never said, look at this dude that DMs me, such an idiot. I never said. If anything, I would say I was the idiot, that the way I respond. Oh man. Oh, if I only showed your DMs, that would be bad. Like, I wouldn't show mine, I would just show yours. Look what he's writing. I always do it in good light though. All right. So that's basically what happened. This guy took a conversation that he saw on stream. I'm sorry, on Discord, and he was talking about it because of the fact that they were talking crap about him. And so that's basically what happened. Here we go.
Proves to me that you guys know you're in the wrong. So instead of like uploading your side of the story or
I know,
your
bro.
truth to it, you guys try to take down my video. As a massive company, instead of just apologizing to me, which is really sad to see. And I will not let you guys silence me. I stand up for what I think is right and my integrity, and I would never get silenced by a massive company just takes things they can just take down and say what they want about other creators, other people. I gave you guys an option. If you guys don't know, I'll be posting it right here. I messaged the admins about this. I said, you guys started all this, made all this drama, but I don't want to make a video on it. I'd rather just sit down and talk, make a healthy relationship. I'm going to be playing the game. It's going to be good for all communities.
Okay, so this is basically what he said to them. Hope everything is going well for you today. I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that Spid reached out to me. Oh, this is somebody else. Spid reached out to me and wanted to know if he could have a sit-down chat with you guys. My opinion here may not matter much, but I think because he is one of your biggest content creators, it wouldn't hurt to at least hear what he has to say. So somebody else sent this to this person, Lauren, which we find out is the person that he had been dealing with, but I don't know who actually sent this. And obviously Lauren responded. Let's see.
Just solve this. We can just sit down and have a chat. And you know what they said? They said, no, F you.
They didn't say F you. So this is where the guy says, like, no, they said F you. He is summarizing and giving his assumption on basically what they basically said was F you. But they didn't say F you. Let's clear that. But they did say the response to God from the internal agent for your proposal. This is what Lauren wrote back. While we appreciate your desire to support our game and make content for us, you've repeatedly spoken ill of our game as well as acted rudely towards us. So remember that for a second. In general, like most people, potential employers don't enjoy being treated this way. When people do that, it usually means they are giving up their opportunity for future work with said employer. We hope the best for you and your community, whatever. Now, there's so much here to unpack because as you'll see, and I don't want to give away a lot of the story, but as you'll see, he never proposed a partnership. He just enjoyed working with them, gave them feedback. They got free work from him, and we'll see that. And in turn, they ended up just kind of slandering him or using him as a joke in their Discord. And that's what was messed up. But let's unpack this for a second, because this is where it got me. When I saw this, I thought about Scum and I thought about our rants and so forth. So so basically this is why I was saying this. So the response Nord would get from Game Pirates, and this is what I saw. Like, if I reached out to me, you know how I'm always saying, like, number one, early on, before I started on my rants, I would say, like, how come I don't get invited to the Cool Kids table? I mean, I played Scum like nonstop. I'm 1,400 hours, even as a new player since 2021. I was, at the time, it was like 1,400. That was like 1,900. And I was like, I never get an invite to the community events. And I was always like, wondered why. And I even reached out a couple of times and said, hey, I would really love to be a part of the community event. Please let me know, whatever. Never got a response. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I was always annoyed at that. But later on, once I started realizing the game was going downhill and I really wasn't enjoying it anymore, and I started being a little more outspoken, I knew from that point forward I would never be able to ask, hey, can I be a part of the community events? Because if they have ever seen my stuff or somebody had ever told them, they would be like, hell no. This would be the response I probably would get. But this is kind of a slap in the ass. Especially if, like, listen, good publicity, bad publicity is just publicity, period, right? And so it says, while we appreciate your desire to support our game and make the content for us, you've repeatedly spoken ill of our game as well as acted rudely towards us. Now, I don't know about the acting rudely towards them. I don't know if he did that. But as far as speaking ill of the game, I think that's basically a perspective. That's the way they're looking at it as. He was probably giving, just like me when I speak about certain games, constructive criticism or criticism to new features that have changed the game and broken the game, or maybe a direction of the game that does not fit with the rest of the game. Do you know what I'm saying? So those are not speaking ill. Those are just speaking facts of what you see when you interact or play with the game, period. So I think this is a very, very bad statement to make. Let me read a couple of your chats here before we move on. The Discord is globally advertised on a game website, open to join anyone, expecting privacy as a non-starter. However, a private invite-only locked server channel is different subject. Yeah, that's different. I think if you post your Discord link anywhere for anybody to join, and as soon as they join, they're in, yeah, that's not, you can't do anything about that. So if you don't ass kiss or kiss their ass, you can't share an opinion. Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem. And that's something we've talked about in our games, and the one that we played the most for a while, We've always said that, and it's like only the ass kissers are the ones that are getting all the benefits of enjoying the game or of being part of any community things, or even getting like they get like merch from them. How much have you seen? Like, how much scum merch have you seen around be sent around to some people? Yeah, and early on, and it's like the more ass you kiss, the browner your nose, the more freaking gifts and like items in the game you're gonna get. That's freaking ridiculous. Come on. I would feel dirty. I would feel I'd be constantly wiping my nose if I did things like that just to get freaking merch or items in the game. I gotta let my dog out. Hold on a second. Oh, my back. I screwed up my back, so I'm like an old man getting up and down here. Oh. Okay, anyways. So yeah, so I don't understand that, man. What game is this all about? This is it's like what they call the WoW clone. I think it's called Terraceland. We're gonna see that. But I wanted to point out some of these things. This is the reason why I wanted to bring this up. Yeah, definitely in the wrong. Do they go after Gamer Ranks too? Because those guys don't play the ass kissing game. I don't know. I think they just went after this game. But you got to hear the story. Is your game broken? The players have the right to say, yeah, exactly. If I am honest, that's smart marketing. The channels that hype you want to float. No, I get it. But they pick and choose. They pick and choose. And yeah, you have the right as a company to pick and choose. I get it. But it's just some people get treated differently. Let's just say that. I know of content creators that flame a certain ludicrous space game and devs hang out in this chat and love them. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. Marketing wise, you don't attack your less than supportive people, but you leave them on silent. Okay. So keep that into perspective, because let's say if somebody was really, I'm going to use me as an example. I am supportive, and we're talking about Scum for a second because this is another game that we're reviewing here for a second with this guy's video. But let's talk about Scum for a second. I don't consider myself a non-supporter of Scum because I have sunk money into that game. I have played it for a long time. I streamed only that game for over a year. So I would never say, and I don't think anybody can say that I'm not supportive of it. I've made videos about how to do things in it. I've made freaking live streams about playing it. I even worked with other streamers that were Scum streamers to like continue to promote the game. So I've always promoted the game. But in the past recent year, I have been more honest about what I'm seeing in the game. And I've never said, this is a piece of crap, do not play it or spend your money on it. I have never said that. I've actually have said, the game is still great. It has huge potential. There's a lot of great things in the game. It just happens to be that what they've done recently has changed the game to make it unplayable, or at least not as fun to play as a whole. But there are still things that you can do in the game that you can enjoy if that's your thing. And we don't have to go down the list of things, but that's been my outlook. And when I get asked like, hey, your video on these settings is no longer valid, are you going to make an updated one? I say no, because the settings are still broken. They're still working on things. They're still changing them. So it makes no sense to make a new video about it. That's not being unsupportive. That's just being honest. And so therefore, that's now if they choose as a company to be like, oh, that guy is saying bad things about us, we're going to put him on silent, then that's shitty on them, because what I'm doing is not putting them down. What I'm doing is talking about the issues that are in the game right now. And therefore, that should be taken as constructive criticism, especially when a lot of times, and I think anybody could say this, a lot of times I've given examples or what could be done. So that's different. But now it's different if it's someone that this game sucks, this game is horrible, do not waste your time or your money. I can't believe these guys are even considered developers. You know, things like that. That's bad. That's being unsupportive. I've never done that. And those people, okay, you can do. But so that's where I say I think, like, you know, if you're only gonna reward the people that are going to kiss your ass no matter what you do wrong, that's messed up. I'm sorry. If you only reward people that are going to be like, yeah, they're awesome, yeah, and even when you do a big screw up, they'll be like, no, that didn't screw up, they're awesome. No, that's wrong. That's what I'm talking about. Marketing wise, it's, come on, let's be honest. Do you really think? And I know we're talking about Scum, and we're gonna stop in a second, but let's be honest. Do you really think? You really think those guys at Scum before Jagex had a good marketing strategy? They didn't. They had streamers. That's what they had. Content creators. That was their marketing. But yes, you're right. That's the way they did. I just think it's unbalanced. All right. I'm gonna move on from this. So let me just read your comments, and I'm not gonna say any more. I'm not gonna say any more because I know I'm getting to the weeds here. Marketing wise, you don't attack the agreed, but marketing wise, the game that is played. That's the game that is played marketing wise. I get it. They did that to Casual War Dog, put him on silent basically, and that sucks because the guy Casual War Dog. And by the way, this isn't about me. This is about people like, great example, by the way, Brink. Casual War Dog is someone that's constantly promoted the game, played the game, streams it, videos, you name it. He spends all his time in there. He's well known too. They put him on silent basically. You're talking about two different things. I always am. You know me. All right, let's move on. So anyway, so that's what these people did here. Let me see if there's anything more about this statement I wanted to unpack. In general, like most people, potential employers don't enjoy being treated this way. Okay, potential employers. Like they're talking about giving him a partner. They were talking about a partnership, but they never expressed that. They just got free work for him. But that's just screwed up. That's screwed up. But I get what they're saying. I mean, if you're going to want to work somewhere, you don't want to tell them, yeah, you guys are a bunch of assholes. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't want to do that. You basically are giving up the opportunity to work for them. I agree, but I don't think that was the situation here. Let's move on.
Just literally said, we're not interested. Get out of here. And then I made that video later. So you guys had all the chances. You even had a chance to apologize, but instead of apologizing, you decide to just go on and try to take down my video. It's not going to happen. And everybody that's been watching, thank you guys so much for all the support. Don't go around spreading any hate, but you can see the truth now. They're trying to take down my videos, which is crazy. And clearly this is an error from a YouTube side because I haven't broken any rules. Again, it's public pictures or public profiles, and I even censored the picture.
Yeah, how does YouTube take his video down or delete his video without even having a conversation with him? It's like he didn't give away like copyrighted stuff. He didn't show gameplay that he wasn't supposed to or anything. He just talked about a Discord conversation and posted public Discord, texts. You could have this even though we never told you, but now you could. Now you could, yeah, exactly.
There's like
you could have had this, but now no.
Public Discord profiles, but I followed the guidelines of YouTube. I did what they asked.
Automation.
And it still got taken down. I'm pretty sure after I sent a complaint already, after personal review, the video will be back up. But in the meantime, the video will still be here, just with all those parts removed. Hey guys, today's video is going to be a little different than the usual.
So this is the video that he's talking about.
After
and he took off a lot of the stuff, but he still showed some things.
I've done YouTube for 14 years, and I have never made a video regarding any kind
Holy crap, 14
drama.
years.
Of course, I talk about game related stuff, but never like personal drama with anyone. I like to keep my games strictly game related, and unfortunately today I cannot do that anymore. So if you're here for gaming, you should probably click out of this video. I'm going to be talking about, and to give you guys context, I've worked with hundreds of...
Time out. He said 14 years? What would 14 years would have been when? 2010, right? Yeah. Okay. Shit, that's a long time ago. Because I was trying to remember, YouTube started around 2004, 2005. Oh shit, that's crazy. Sorry.
Gaming companies before, and this, of course, some companies that aren't as great as anyone, but usually I just keep it quiet and don't talk about it. But now it has gone way out of hand with a game, of course, called Tarisland, and mainly their staff. So we're gonna be jumping into the video so I can give you guys context on everything that has happened and give you guys a more understanding of what is basically going on. So let's just jump into it. So as you guys know, I've been talking about Tarisland for a long time. The second they released their first trailer, I made a video on it. There's probably a bunch of content on Tarisland on my channel.
By the way, I'm going to be skipping through this because we can get the meat and potatoes. Basically, he does a lot of explanation of what he's doing, but he's done a lot of videos in regards to Tarisland, which has been called the WoW Mobile basic clone or whatever. And it's you know, from everything I've seen, it's a shit game. I don't know it, I don't play it, but that's kind of like the idea behind it. And I believe it is a Chinese company, Tencent, I think it's called. So it has gotten hate, but this guy for some reason has made lots of videos about them, just kind of promoting the game or showcasing it or whatever it is that he's done. But he's been totally into it. And he's, as you can see, or as you're going to see, he's been really helpful to the devs.
Everybody's been super excited for it. I made guild communities around it. You know, made a bunch of videos, thousands and thousands of views, promotion for Tarisland. But when it first came out, the trailer, everybody and all the content creators were basically roasting the game, calling it WoW clone, WoW copy, it's going to be terrible. Well, I saw it and I was like, you know what? This game actually might be something I would be interested in. And
yeah, well, he saw that everybody else was trashing it and he's like, oh, this is an opportunity. Everybody else is trashing it. I'm gonna showcase it as positive. Totally. I mean, he was smart. He saw an opportunity. If everyone else is trashing this game, I'm gonna talk great about the game. I'm gonna stick out because people are gonna be like, damn, everybody else is talking trash. This guy's, what are we not seeing? And they're all gonna go to his video. I mean, that's a smart move. I mean, if you think about it, that's really smart.
I definitely want to check out. So I made a video on it, and then I got contacted by the Tarisland staff.
You see, the staff itself started contacting him because, of course, they're like, wait, somebody's talking good about us? Oh, hell yeah, let's contact that guy. Everybody else is shitting on you. This one guy stands out because he's the only one talking good things. So we need to go ahead and talk to this guy. So this is 2023.
So they asked me on Twitter, they added me, they made it brand new. This was in February last year, so like 1.5 years ago. And they messaged me like, hey, Spid, I've seen some of your videos about Tarisland. We were very impressed, and we were wondering if you would like to work with us. So we see that you have a lot of appreciation for Tarisland.
So, you know, one thing about this guy, I've never watched Spid or whatever his name is. I don't even know what his actual name is here. But one of the things that when I've listened to this before, and I listened to this last night, he tends to summarize comments in a way that is not accurate. And I hate to say that because I know he's trying to get the gist of the conversation, but there's certain keywords that he uses that then kind of make it like, okay, no, that's not what they said. For example, he just said, we're impressed with your content, which is fine. That's correct. He says that they basically appreciate the attention and they want to work with him. Or they want him to work for them. Let's run that. Let me make sure what he said, because he did say that.
If you would like to work with us.
Okay, if you would like to work with us. But this is not work with us. This is help. Wondering if you have more interest on helping us promote it or more players. And I know it's a fine line. I'm picking at things here, and it's true, I am. But there is when it comes to serious hiring someone or working with someone, you are going to use work. You're not going to say help. You don't go to an interview and then say, I'm wondering if you would like to come on board to help, to help us. Unless they're like a company that's struggling and they're not going to be able to make it without you. That's not part of an interview. So scum behavior, that's exactly what they did. Yeah. Good morning, OG. What's going on, man? So let's see.
So we see that you have a lot of appreciation for Tarzan, and I said, of course, man. This game looks exciting. I want to check it out. I want to help you guys where I can. And then they say, this is Tarzan.
Again, opportunity. Everybody's shitting on the game. I'll be the only one promoting it. I'm going to get more views on this. The guy definitely saw an opportunity here, obviously.
Taris Lorne, by the way, you guys probably know this person from the main Discord. Taris Lorne is basically an official staff. So it says, yes, I am one of the staff of the Tarzan dev team. So this is a dev staff that works close with the team. And I was like, yeah, sick, I definitely want to work with you and see like what it's all about. So like, yeah, we're willing to cooperate with you deeply with us in game, help you promote the game and more players. And I said, yeah, I want to make more videos on Tarzan, definitely in for that.
So none of this here says anything about financial, about money, about anything like that, or what we can provide for you. It's all basically, yeah, would you like to make more videos for us for free? I mean, that's basically what it is. And obviously the guys are like, on my side, I'll continue to get views and I'll continue to monetize and so forth. So it's no big deal. At no time has anything been considered as far as payments or anything like that.
Right. And then we start talking, of course, on Twitter. Relationship is really good. They're very professional for now, and we talk about it, and then they ask me about the game, and I give them some suggestions. And
I need to let me put this in. I'm gonna do the playback. He talks a little slow, but either way, I want to just do 125.
Feedback, like what I like in the game, difficult raids, what could be good for like as a mobile cross-platform friendly game. No odd combat, but auto pathing could be good, which I've added to the game if you can unlock reputation. But yeah, they say thanks for the advice, and then they start asking more and more stuff. They're like, hey, could you give us more feedback on certain things? And then they say, hey, can you do polls in your community?
So this is where, see, now it's like, would you like to help us? And yeah, now there's the ask. Here is where it starts. They start asking him to do things. If it's convenient, obviously the guy's going to say yes. Could you possibly kindly do me a favor? A favor is not like a work thing. A favor is not anything professional. A favor is just like, hey man, between you and I, you're my buddy. Do me a favor to send an online polls to your friends community and more players. In other words, hey, could you do some work for us for free and create some kind of online polls because we want to get some feedback, blah, 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 blah. We'd like you to do it. Now, listen, as a company, I think this is a shitty way to deal with this. I think that they should have created their own poll. Like, let's say they had a list of things that they wanted to ask. And if they wanted to reach his community, they could have been like, hey, we've created a poll. We really would like your community to weigh in on this. Here's the link. And that's what they should have done. Not, can you create a poll? Send an online poll for people to actually do, your friends, your community, and more players, whatever. That's where I think this is completely shit. If you are a company, if you're a dev company, like let's say like Scumpires did this, they did their own, like whatever, they had a third party company do this, but they made a survey somewhere. They said, hey, we have a survey up, go check it out, please, blah, 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 blah. And then I even went and I made a video and said, hey, there's a survey up, go and make your voice heard. And I remember that. That was recently. That was like this year. So that's what I think where this has gone the wrong way. Because if I was this guy and I have gotten this from a game developer and said, could you do a poll and then send it to your audience? I would have been like, why don't you, I don't know what you want me to ask. Why don't you create the poll, create the site, send me the link, whether it's a Google Doc or whatever, and I will go ahead and send it to my community, and I'll promote the link so that people could go ahead and give their opinions on it. That's what should have been done. Someone making a WoW clone for mobile asked for free work. Never saw that coming. What a plot twist. True. Oh, it's horrible.
on YouTube, ask if this is interesting, because at this point we're seeing if they want to launch the game globally too, right? So I was helping them. Sure, yeah, you know what, I'll do it, right? I mean, it's extra work, but
Hold
I'm
on.
really passionate about the game. I will help you guys. So I started.
Hold
Sure,
on.
yeah, you know what, I'll.
Could you please help promote the online poll to this community next week? It's not even like, hey, can you do me a favor, but I need it done next week. This is like, this is work. This isn't like hey, do me a favor, buddy. No, this is work.
I'll do it, right? I mean, it's extra work, but I'm really passionate about the game. I will help you guys. So I started making polls for them.
I think he's. I'm sorry, dude. No. I'm sorry. I'm flustered now. I think you screwed up by saying yes, I'll do it. No, and it goes on. Could you please help me check this draft questionnaire when available? And they're like, especially some expressions might not be that accurate. Now, obviously, this person that is talking to him is English is not their first language. You can tell a lot by the writing and stuff. But this is a little bit crazy. I'd reply with, sure, I can take care of that for 20 game keys. Exactly. But he didn't. I think this guy was way too nice. And I think he's like, I love the game. I want to help you promote the game. I definitely want to work with you and help. Maybe he's hoping that down the line, he's going to see the benefit of this. I mean, it could be, but I think he's way too generous. And I'm not going to say he's naive, but this really sounds like naive behavior. It's crazy. All right, so let's see.
Online community polls, YouTube polls, all that stuff to see basically what they need. And then they have this questionnaire that they asked me to fill out. And then they start asking me about more help. And they're like, hey, can you help us translate this? Because they're from China, right?
There you go. Do you hear it? Did you hear it? Hey, can you help us translate this? Exactly what you just said, Hyde. So foreign company wants to hit the English market and they don't want to pay for a third party to do the work for them. Exactly. Hey man, could you help us translate this? Now, two things that are come to mind here. Number one, how do you know this guy has the background to actually take documentation and translate it from your language to his language and make it sound good? They don't know that, but they don't care because they're getting it done for free. That's the thing. This is what's crazy. It's hell, we got this. This guy will do it. I mean, these guys are like, hey, don't worry about that. You don't have to do it. Just give it to me. I'll give it to this guy. He'll do it. Come on, man. Could you make a coffee run for us? Exactly. Hey, could you deliver something to my mother for me? She lives in your neighborhood. Also, my mom lives in your neighborhood. Could you go down the road and buy her some milk? She's out of milk. Come on. And the credibility as well. Correct. I mean, they don't know if this guy could even do this work or not. Hey, could you translate this for us? Absolutely. Google Translate. Let's go. I would have been like, do you not know how to use Google Translate? Oh, I mean, I think it's different if they're forming a rapport, like a kind of I would say not a friendship, but a kind of like helping each other out. Like if he was getting something in return, I could see them like doing a translation on their own and then sending him the document and say, hey, could you do us a favor? Could you just give this a once over and see if anything stands out as completely like wrong in the translation? That's different. But to tell the guy can you actually translate things for us and freaking create the documentation, that's kind of screwed up.
And probably they want to spend budget or anything to ask me, hey, can you translate these things? Like, does this sound good? Does this sound weird? And of course, I helped them out with that. And I said, yeah, this is how you do it. And basically, a lot of stuff like this, I gave them a lot of feedback, a lot of suggestions. And at the end, they asked me, hey, Spid, I was wondering if there was one gift.
Let me stop here for a second. By the way, guys, if you are ever in a position, and I think most of you guys know this, but for those that don't, if you're ever in a position where somebody comes back to ask for a second favor, you start charging. Okay, the first one is free. The first one gets you in the door. Somebody asks you to do something. Hey, I need a little help. First one is to just show your heart, to show how helpful you can be, and also show your talent. Okay, that's the first one. That can be a freebie. That's marketing. But if they come back and they ask you to do something else, that one they have to pay for. You don't do a second, a third, a fourth thing for free. I don't listen. Stop being nice. Stop being nice. Nice is not going to pay the bills. It's just bad. Maybe he was taking it as an internship, thinking it would lead to a real job later on. Again, naive. It's definitely a naive thing to do. But I think for him, he was, if I'm going to put myself in his mind, and I'm making assumptions here, but I'm still going to do it. I don't give a shit. I think that what he was doing was he realized he had cornered the market in being the positive speaker of this game. And like people were looking to him for the positive side. And he realized now the devs were noticing him and he can continue to promote things and maybe get some inside scoop that will help his videos and help him increase his viewership. So he was looking at as he can monetize he can monetize from it on his own. That's what I think he was thinking. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom. Nord said to charge you. Exactly. Hey, Nord, increased my pay after the team killed us. C4. I did. Did I give you 2,000 instead? Oh, man. All right. So now this is where it starts getting crazy. I want you to pay attention to this part because I'm just going to reiterate it real quick. Towards the end, after he had done all this stuff, they asked him in plain English, but of course this is a little bit difficult to read, if there was anything that he would want, if there was one thing he would want in a game, what would it be? Like a gift, because they wanted to do something for him. So this is their way of paying him back. So he said, by the way, they offered, and in broken English it says, and I was wondering if there was one thing or gift that you ever wanted from a game, which is basically if there's something that you want in a game, what would it be? And he said for him personally, he would love an NPC in the game named, and it would be named after him. That's what he said. She got paid in scum dollars, brother. Come on. I used to give her, what is it, 1,000 or 2,000 a week in scum dollars. She used to mod for me. She's still marked as mod here. She doesn't do anything though. Because she doesn't get paid now. Oh, all right. I gotta send her some cookies or something. But Hyde lives in the cave somewhere. She doesn't give me her address. So, I mean, imagine that. How dare she not give me her address? Well, listen, a couple of you guys have gotten paid. I've sent you mugs for participating in there's 3 of you that have mugs that I've given you that are one of a kind for completing the Diablo 4 tutorial. All right, let's move on. Hold on. So I know where 3 of you live. I'm going to come knock on your door. So a crappy M9. All right, so they asked him if he wanted anything in the game. He said he wanted an NPC with his name on it. I bless you with my presence. That is true. I do appreciate that. And my attitude. Oh, shit. Can we do without that one?
Ever wanted from a game. So they asked me this, right? They asked me if there's anything I want in the game. And I didn't want to ask for anything like crazy. I didn't want to ask for like legendary stuff or anything. I just asked for something fun and simple. I said, hey, for me personally, I was
Brink, you got a mug. Shut up.
want an NPC in a name called Spit. It would be funny. I could meme with it with my community and the guild, like a random NPC in the game. And this is important. Okay, we'll have to remember this. So they asked me if I want anything in the game, and this is what I said.
So they asked him if you want anything in the game. Queen says, you know where I work. Yes, I do. I'm going to come knock on your door too. I'm going to actually stay there.
And then they ended up launching their Discord server. I thought our relationship was still good. We talked a little bit here and there, gave them some feedback. But
nice,
then
Guido.
I started getting messages from people and players.
Okay, this is where it turns dark and like weird. So he started getting messages from people and players in the game, letting him know that they were talking crap about him.
Right? Actual players. That Lorne is spreading rumors about me and saying weird stuff about me. So I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Like, how? So I asked him for proof and stuff. And then I find out that this person Lorne is basically going around saying that I've been asking them for stuff. So she says to this person, hey, Spid has been asked for a mount named Spid. I wonder how many would pick it. So she's basically saying this, laughing about it to people on Discord. And you can see this whole message here. She says that she laughs about it with this person, and then this guy, memes about it, and then she memes about it. And going back to the message you guys saw, right? They asked me. I never asked them about anything. They asked me, hey, you want anything? I said NPC. And then she starts saying, I want to mount the game. I wonder how many would pick it. That'd be funny. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. And then it gets even worse, okay? Because this is what it starts getting.
So basically, they started lying. They say that he asked for a mount named after Spid. He never asked for a mount. And then they started making fun of him in Discord, like back and forth. It's like, basically other people, like this is random people in the community that they're just going back and forth, making fun of the guy. She didn't lie. Well, she did. I mean, that's a lie right there. He didn't ask for a mount. He said an NPC, not necessarily a mount, but when they have, okay, so I see what you're saying, Hyde. They basically didn't lie. They said a half truth. The half truth is he did ask for something after they asked him what he wanted. And that's where that's not being said. He did work for us and we offered him something and asked what he wanted. And he said he would want a mount or whatever the hell they want to call it. Let's say that would have been a different conversation that says, yeah, so-and-so asked for a mount and wanted him named after him. And then everyone starts laughing because they think the nerve of this guy to even ask for that. Well, if you knew the amount of work that he did and the fact that they asked him if there was anything he wanted, then this would not be laughed at. This would be like, oh, damn, he must have done a lot of work for you. Are you guys going to give that to him? That would have been completely different. But that's not where this conversation went. So that's what's screwed up about it.
Getting like, okay, what's going on? And then I get this message sent. And this is from members, by the way. She's talking about this, not to staff or anything. She's talking about this to other people. And this is way before any pay to win videos or any drama. At this point, I just made positive videos about Tarzan. Only talk positive about Tarzan. Only make content on Tarzan. Ask a question in Discord, help everybody. Then I get this message. Like Spid. This is Lorne, by the way, saying this. Like Spid, always trying to be super hype in general chat. Sometimes help, though. And he sell CBT key while streaming. And we all know it.
Okay. So this is where it gets even worse. They're like saying what he pretends to be super hype in general chat, but this is the part where they screwed up. So he says that he's basically selling keys to the game while streaming. But these keys, CBT, I forgot what the CBT stands for. I forgot, but anyway, it has to do with when they're beta testing. But anyhow, supposedly he's selling keys. But what's funny is that what we realized later, these keys there's no keys available to sell. They don't exist. So he's not doing this, but somebody that doesn't like him has said a bunch of shit about this. And instead of looking into this, this is what's funny. Instead of looking into this, because the developers know there are no keys available. So it's not like whether he's not doing this because they don't exist. They decide to put this out there and slander the guy. This is where they go wrong.
Now, let me stop you guys right here. The sell CBT key is, of course, a
closed
lie,
beta
right?
test. Yes, thank you. That's what it is.
That doesn't like me for like 7, 8, 10 years. I don't know how long he's been following me, like super obsessive hater. But he basically messaged Lorne and said Spid is selling CBT keys. Now, being Lorne, like being professional, what I would do as Lorne, I'd be like, hey, Spid, I heard this. Is this true? Or let me go watch his streams on my YouTube channel. Or as a dev and an understanding of the game, they should know themselves that this game does not have CBT keys.
That's the point. As a dev, you know your game. You know there are no keys. So this would have been like, haha, good one. We don't have keys, bro. We know you're lying. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it would have been so easy to do that.
You cannot sell CBT keys because the game doesn't use CBT keys. How you get access to the betas is through whitelist. Your email gets whitelisted, or you get first come, first serve. There are no CBT keys at all. So I'm like, what? How would you believe this? when there is not even like CBT keys. So I was like, we all noted that, and then they said we didn't sign NDA with him. He's literally taking advantage of Taurus. Openly, he's the one making videos, doing commercial for free for us. So we have to thank him and be nice to him.
Wow. At this point, was he starting to be less than hype in the videos? Because it sounds like they were trying to neuter him. I think that's what I probably is, but no, I don't know. I've never seen his videos. I think that would be an assumption to make. I think at this point, it's just because they started bashing on him for whatever reason. They thought it was funny to say oh yeah, he wanted an NPC mount or something in the game. Haha. And then everybody started like piling on. And I think one of the people that does, people have haters. One of his haters joined in the conversation and said this. So it was an ongoing conversation that was going on. But once they heard this, like they heard, wait a second, he's selling keys. Oh, he's pretending to be hype. So in other words, he doesn't like our game. That's when they started to be like, well, he did do a lot of work for us. So we can't really, we got to be nice to him. So we got to pretend to be nice to him. That's the screwed up part. They said that we were about to make a paid partnership with him, but after that, we felt some kind of thrown in the throat, can't swallow. In other words, they're saying, and this is bullshit, because at no time did they ever even mention a partnership with him, and he never asked for one. So that's the other thing. So they're saying that basically after all this, they feel that it's not the right thing to do. That's kind of like a girl that, I'm just going to use a simple example. You like someone, you see someone you like, and you want to ask them out, but before you ask them out, they basically let you know that they don't like you. And then you, instead of admitting that you did have interest, you're like, I didn't freaking even like you anyways. I was never going to ask you out. Whatever. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, that's what that is. Bullshit. It's just messed up. Or on the other side, the girl being like, I was really hoping you were going to ask me out, knowing the guy's not going to ask out. I was really hoping you were going to ask me out because I was totally going to say yes. And the guy's like, really? She's like, yeah. Okay, you want to go out? No, it's too late now. Come on. What kind of freaking company is this? You feel like he's the guy with the stapler in the office. The thing is, he doesn't even work for them. I mean, at this point, I would have been like, I'm glad he made the video about this. I would have been doing the same thing. I would have been like, look at these idiots. Look what they're doing.
He was about to make paid partnership with him, but after that, we come thrown in the throat, can't swallow. It's a kind of like Chinese reference to like backstabbing. But let's talk about this. I am taking advantage of Taurus. So me promoting your game to hundreds of thousands. You can probably watch, like, all my views combined is probably over millions views for Taurus Land at this point. Only mainly positive stuff. So I am the one taking advantage of Taurus, and then you are the one saying he's making free commercials for us. So we're just gonna pretend and be cool with him while trash talking him behind his back, right? And then she has gone around saying this to the whole team. The whole Taurus staff and the whole team knows about this, okay? And I will tell you guys in a second how I know that. But then I confront this person, Lorne. I said, hey, Lorne.
By the way, at this point, when they're saying this, he hasn't said anything. I don't see how they can feel threatened from him because he hasn't said anything about, he hasn't said anything negative about them during this time while they're saying all this crap. I don't know how he would overstep. Maybe, I mean, everything that he was doing, they asked him to do. I don't know okay, but how would he overstep? I'm curious about this. How was he overstepping if he was, everything that he was doing for them, they asked him to do? And so he was basically doing free work for them and free marketing. And he hadn't said any of this. All right, so make me understand. I'll wait. He was respected in the Discord. People turned to him and they didn't like it. Oh, I see what you're saying. So because he was getting questions directly to him instead of the company, is that what you're saying? Because people were going to him as the authority instead of the company itself. I see what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess if we're gonna say what Spid could have done differently, what a weird name, is he could have said, hey, this is what I know, but you might want to check with Debs, Lorne, or whatever the hell his name is, or her. I think that maybe, yeah, he should have probably done that if that was the case, instead of just answering the questions. I mean, if it's something simple, then I'd be like, oh yeah, well, this is what I've seen, but you might want to ask someone else. Yeah, I can see that. Whatever. But to get like that, to be like, I can't believe he's answering the questions for us. Stay in your lane, kind of thing. That's messed up. I hate that. I hate, I got to look at that from both sides. From one standpoint, when somebody yells, stay in your lane, it feels like you're insecure. You feel that somebody is encroaching on your area of expertise. So I get it from one standpoint. Now, from the other standpoint, if you are not knowledgeable enough to get in somebody else's lane that's not your own, and you are putting yourself in there, you shouldn't be doing that. Now, if both parties are knowledgeable and someone that is knowledgeable in the game, but it's not their lane and they're getting in to help, but still respecting that it's not your lane, you're just kind of traveling there temporarily, then that's okay. It's totally one of those things. Pure insecurity. If he were a mod, he was managed. No, yeah. But since he wasn't, that pissed someone off. Yeah, because he was a community member, so basically they can't silence a community member. They can just make fun of him, so everybody decredits him. Pure insecurity. Nord's lane is the whole map hide. He won't get that. Shut up. I drive everywhere, damn it. Sometimes they just sound stupid and they're going outside their lane. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people that go into other people's lanes don't know enough to be in that lane, but they still do. And that's kind of, you gotta know your limits. But obviously this guy supposedly, I mean, maybe he knew his limits, maybe he didn't. I think it would suck if, I would love to see what he was responding, because then it would be like, oh, okay, well, maybe he talked out of turn here, or that's not exactly 100% true and was steering people the wrong way. That's kind of the way I see it. And in business, it can be bad if that person is influential. I see what you're saying. So sometimes they just sound stupid if they're going outside their lane. In other words, talking about shit they don't understand. And in a business, it can be bad if the person is influential. Correct. I agree with that.
You sent this message to people, like, what's going on? Why are you talking bad about me? Why?
So he's confronting them now.
This is very childish behavior as a proper staff member. Okay. And then she starts getting defensive. She says, Spade, I hope you understand. It was me lacking the budget to have officially paid partnership with you before, and I'm applying for the next possible chance. You didn't even have Twitch info last time.
Okay, so time out. So let me this is broken English, so let me just translate with my decoder ring. Basically it's like they're basically saying that they had a lack in budget. In other words, they could not offer him an official paid partnership at that point, and they hope that he understands that. And they were looking to apply for the next budget run in order to maybe have that opportunity. But here's what's funny. None of this was mentioned or discussed before. This was something that supposedly, quote unquote, they were doing on their own. Hey, let's surprise him. And next budget meeting, if we can afford it, let's go ahead and offer him a partnership. They didn't say any of that. So this could all be bullshit. So that's just lame. And so then, of course, he responds. His response is easier.
Now, I don't care about the paid partnership. I am good. I get several paid partnerships a month. I don't care about Tarzan. The whole reason I want a good relationship with Tarzan is because I was actually building a community, a guild, to actually play the game. I was excited about it. So I want to have a good partnership, be good, healthy for us, a lot of good feedback. I can make some cool events for stream. I don't care about the paid partnership. I care about all the other stuff that's being said, all the rumors, right? So I said I have no issue with your budget and partnership. My issue is that I've been a big advocate for the game. I've been working hard on promoting Tarzan because I love the concept. I got my audience engaged with it. I shared a lot of information with your team from the start when you contacted me on Twitter. While she's focused on the paid partnership part, I didn't really care about that.
So he's basically, he's not even talking about the partnership, but he understands the budget, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The whole point is that none of this was even discussed, but they're not even talking about the stuff that's important, which is all the slander and all the shit that they've been saying about him.
And then it keeps going. She says, I said, you didn't answer my other concerns. I don't care about the paid partner. Answer the other things. Why is the staff leaking my private conversations with other players and other private conversations that's not even real? Like, it's basically.
So let me highlight a difference here, by the way, because we're talking about public conversations that are, versus private conversations. So the private conversations that he's talking about is the DMs, is the direct conversations that he had with the staff member about work being done and about things being offered. So that is private. That should not be something that should be put out there. That's like oh shit, what is my camera doing? Sorry about that. That's like basically, you going to an interview and then someone just leaking everything that you said in that interview to like the community. Yeah, that's not cool. Like Conan Mods, I am knowledgeable as a player. I would never cross the line, jump in the mod Discord and tell people how it works, what to do, etc. I stay in my lane. Yeah, you can talk about your experience and how you feel about using it and what you like and don't like about it. I mean, those things you can do, but you can't say you can't talk about how but you can talk about how it works. If you're from a player standpoint, I don't see a problem with that. I think if you go on there and start being technical about it, then that's different because you don't know how they build it. I get asked in game, I will share what I know, but always default to mod guides and the Discord as a resource for someone to use. Yeah, but okay, so I agree with you to sense that you will, people that like need help getting started, you want to send them to here's the guidelines. But I don't think there's anything wrong with sharing your knowledge as far as how you've played it. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my opinion on that, though.
False information because I had to go back.
Hell, if that's the case, I should just stop talking
on Twitter to read. Like, did I ask for an amount? Did I actually do that? And then I found out, no, they asked me. It was him asking what kind of rewards players asked me. I said,
I just want to see the end of this here.
I hope you end the conversation with others if you do want to listen. So he's basically saying, if you want to keep talking to me, you cannot listen to these people that are.
I don't think that's what they're saying. You can't listen to this.
Sending you these screenshots. This is not good. You can't.
Okay, so it was okay. So when let me just summarize this because we're going to get to the end of this right now. Basically, he asked about the private conversations, and in their broken English, they basically said that they were responding to a player that asked, what kind of rewards have been requested by other players. And so they should have never said his name. They were responding to a question. They should have said, some players have even asked for a mount with their name with their name. That's all they should have said. They shouldn't have said, well, Spid asked for a mount with his name on it. They should not have said that. They could have kept it very general, and they didn't. That's their fault. So the other thing is, when they said the end, I hope you end a convo with others if you do want to listen to me. And I think that's kind of like, listen, if you're going to go around listening to other shit, even if it's true or not, then we're not going to be able to talk anymore. That's basically what they're saying. That's kind of a screwed up way to end a conversation. So that's kind of where it's at. But yes, I think Lorne in itself should be the one that's reprimanded here because of the fact that they totally went out of their way to identify this person as the person asking for this. Instead of just saying in general, if somebody asked, hey, have other people asked for things? What kind of things do other people ask for? And you could have said like, well, I once got a request for having a mount named after them. That's it. You don't have to give any more details than that. And I think, and he has all the right to be upset about this. Let me get to the.
You cannot do that. So if you want to talk to me, end the conversation with it. Don't listen to them. And I kept saying, I was asked from you on Twitter if I wanted.
I don't want to read this word for word, so let me just move forward a little bit. I'm going to go into here. So then another person gets involved. And this is where now it's like, it's almost like now they're trying to cover their ass. I don't know who this other person is, but obviously this person was brought in by the Lauren person, because this reads a lot like now setting things in place and for future reference. Let me read this because I want you to see how it almost sounds like a legalistic kind of approach, even though I don't know if it's in the right language or not, or translate it. So it says, for better cooperation in the future, and this is another person called Jaya. For better cooperation in the future, I would like to clarify a few points in advance. Before any explicit cooperation, we do not want to be involved in personal actions. So, okay, let's keep on. Number 2, there are some rumors about selling test qualifications before, which is a behavior we do not want to see, and we hope that our cooperating personnel will not be involved in such matters. Number 3, regarding the leaked content, as we mentioned, it has not been confirmed yet, and we hope that it can be avoided as much as possible. Of course, there will be some new revelations at Gamescom, which I believe you will like. Also, please do not mention other people, as we respect everyone's privacy. We are just game developers and do not want to be involved in unnecessary disputes. We hope you can understand. This is cover your ass, but there's so many things that are wrong with this because of the fact that let's just go to the bottom of this right here at the bottom where it says, please do not mention other people as we respect everyone's privacy. That right there was broken by their own developer, by their own person on staff. So that's something that should have been an internal memo to the people and said, hey, we came down to this. If this was a community post, this should have been like, we looked into this. We've made some internal reviews on it. We've told the people, the person involved, that they should have never said the person's name. They should have done that, but that's not what they did here. The other thing is here, before any explicit cooperation, we do not want to be involved in personal actions. I don't understand what that means, except for the fact that before they start working with someone, they don't want to be involved in personal, which makes no sense. I think this is worded wrong, or it's translated wrong, but there should have been something along the lines of, before any cooperation is done whatsoever, they should have put something in writing and put some NDA in place or whatever, but then none of that happens. The other thing is the rumors. First of all, you don't address rumors until you can clarify that they're not rumors. So the rumors about selling test qualifications before, which is behavior we don't want to see, and we hope that our cooperating personnel were not involved in such matters. So now the person cooperating, their personnel would be Lauren. So they're basically saying if Lauren is involved in this, that would be a no-no, but we hope that they're not involved in this. So they're looking into that. There's just so much wrong with this statement whatsoever, but as you can tell, what they're doing is they're trying to kind of like calm everybody down. Let's put a pin on this, and for future reference, let's act a little better. This is not help. Oh, and by the way, I love how at the end, it's like, of course, there will be some new revelations at Gamescom, which I believe you will like. It's almost like, and let's throw a promo in there too. It's kind of messed up.
I don't believe this. I didn't say anything, but she has gone already around with the whole Star Center staff team and talked about me selling keys, and they're like laughing about it. And then I get,
yeah. So this is after Lauren went around and started talking about them. So obviously he responds, when did I sell access? How can I sell access? Why didn't you talk to me first instead of starting rumors and gossip and disrespect me? Is this professional? I think all of this, I don't know if this is messages. As you can tell, there's 3 people talking here. I think this is all happening on the freaking community board, and this is not DMs. And this is wrong. This should not be taking place in any chat. This should be taking place offline or in a direct message. This should not be something that's being talked about in a freaking public forum. So I think that's the other thing that's wrong here. I didn't talk to you because personally I didn't believe it. It was during CBT, and I have no time to argue. That's their response. I didn't have time for this, so I just didn't talk to you, but I decided to blast it to everybody else. Obviously, they had time to blast it to everyone else. All of this should have happened behind the scenes. This is where it's completely wrong.
This message from Jaya, and now this message makes sense to me. Now,
Okay, let me fast forward. I want to go to other places here because I want to get to the end of this. All right, so they actually had a phone call.
she got fooled by this member. She got fooled. And I was like, hey, I don't care. I just want an apology, and I want to talk to a supervisor or somebody else than you. I want to talk to someone else. And she just goes to me. She doesn't tell me anything. I don't get to talk to anyone. Ask Jaya about the same thing. I messaged Jaya, asked her about this.
Wait a sec.
40 minutes. All she did, he reported me saying you're selling assets. Mad at the moment that you were mad. I mean,
So he actually got on a phone call with them. Okay. See, this is so crazy. I'm sorry. I know I'm really into this right now, but this is so crazy because of the fact that the way that this person like deals with this stuff. So the Lorne person says, "Please be fair with me. That chat he reported to me saying you're selling access. I was mad at the moment. I can't swallow means I can't believe you were doing things behind me." So they were mad, and instead of checking to see if this was true or realizing it could not be true, they decided to act on being mad and post this out there as slander. That's just like, what the heck? Why is this person even working for these people? And then they got on a phone call, supposedly. Let's see. Let me just fast forward to the phone call. So they got on a phone call, and he talks about the phone call real
calls
quick.
me. She's like, hey, can we just call and talk about it? And for 40 minutes, let's call us for 40 minutes. All she does is being defensive. She says it's not her fault.
It's a
she.
she.
Apologize. Just says that she got fooled by this member. She got fooled. And I was like, hey, I don't care. I just want an apology, and I want to talk to a supervisor or somebody else than you. I want to talk to someone else. And she just goes to me. She doesn't tell me anything. I don't get to talk to anyone. Ask Jaya about the same thing. I messaged Jaya, asked her about this. Hey.
So he got ghosted. Do you think he was in the right to say, I want an apology, so I want to talk to somebody other than you? I don't think I wouldn't want them to just say they're sorry on the phone to me. I said, if I want an apology or a correction, I would say you need to post a correction on this and put out there that you were at fault and you guys made a mistake here. Put it out there in the community. Since this has all been going on, I went out there. Either that or I'm going to put it out there. And that's kind of the way to be. I don't need to talk to anybody on the phone. I just need somebody to go on the community to be like, this is the truth. This is where we screwed up. That's what I would want. I would like to know the answer to this. What's this? This is Terrace Labs sent about me. I don't know what happened, but I will look into it. It is whoever have access to Lauren's account who said this. Okay, we'll double check. So like they're acting like they don't know what the hell happened. That's crazy. All right, I'm moving on. I don't see anything else here. Let's see. I don't know what this is.
Hello, anybody seen the interview? I haven't seen no interview yet. I mean, they're good at lying. They already lied about the pay to win. They lied about this, and now they lied about this, right?
Okay, so now I don't think I'm going to watch the rest of this, but we get the gist. I don't know what the end result of this is. I mean, there's things here. He's making insulting jokes in language you don't speak, and in the channel you don't read. It's like I started moderating every insult or dark humor joke made about Brad Pitt of the King of England. What? So there's like, this has gone on and gone on. It's gotten more and more crazy. So there's so much more to this. I don't even know if I want to keep going on this. This is crazy. I mean, what are your thoughts? This is nuts. Lots of many reasons for miscommunication. Absolutely. I'm clicking through here just to see if there was anything else, but man, this could just goes on. So let me just read this. This is later on. It says, thanks for reaching out to me. I got a response for you from our internal agent. While we appreciate your desire to support our game and make content for us, you repeatedly spoke out. This is the same thing. Yeah, I don't know why he's coming back to this. So now it's like, it almost feels like, all right, bro, let it go. Let people know the game sucks. The developers are idiots and how they're being mean to you. He got muted. He got muted for a day, spreading false information. Please be careful about sharing information that is not confirmed. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I gotta be honest, man. I think this guy just took this to a whole nother level. Yeah. I'm not even gonna watch the rest of this. This is just too much. I just think it's too much stupidity. At one point I would have been like, hey man, we're done. We're done. I'm letting everybody know I did free work for you and this is how you treat people. It's just so wrong and lame. I don't know. People are crazy. They're nuts. Oh my gosh. So did you guys see the Starfield thing? I'm gonna just switch topics here because it's the last of a bad taste in my mouth. This is so bad. Yeah, I would have opted out. It's a point of childish. Yeah, it got very childish. Honestly, I think his video, like that was his whole video explaining everything. I honestly think his video went too long. I think he spent way too much time detailing everything and just like he should have just bullet pointed it. He didn't have to really even show all this. I mean, he could have shown a couple of the screenshots like he did, but I think it was a little bit too much. I don't know how this guy says he's been doing this for like 10 years, 14 years, whatever it's been. But the problem is that he doesn't seem to be able to summarize things very well. I think if you were going to tell this story, you should have been like, you kind of should have stuck to specific points and kind of really narrowed it down. This was not something. How long was that video, by the way? I don't even remember. But it was way too long. Even though I know you're stopping it. Morning, Drunken. How you doing, man? Have you seen the Dragon Age trailer that released today? Not yet. We're gonna watch that in a moment. We're just finishing up the conversation. So I really do think that he could have done that a little bit better. Let me see if I can summarize it. Noticed a new game came out that looked to be a WoW clone. Everybody was shitting on it. I decided to, not me, I'm saying in general. He decided, let's just say I don't want anybody taking this out of context. He decided, I'm going to make a positive video about this game because everybody else is shitting on it. This is my opportunity to stand out. Stands out to the point where people start watching him and start following him because of the fact that he's the only one talking positive about it. Decides to continue doing these videos on this game because it's obviously giving him monetization. And the developers noticed, which was the whole thing, to actually get noticed. And developers reached out, started a relationship with him, asked him to do a bunch of free stuff, did it without question, continued to provide them services such as translation, posting polls, promoting them on his community and his streams, and then was offered a gift. What would you like in the game if you could have anything? Said, I would like an NPC named after me. Perfect. And that's where it ended, or so he thought. Only to come back later to find out that he was being mocked and made fun of for requesting that on a public Discord that the company had. And in turn, they also started to accuse him of doing things that he wasn't doing, like selling keys, which was completely false. Looked into it, tried to contact them and discuss it with them. All they did was tell me that they were going to give me a partnership, didn't work out, and so therefore they were not going to give me one after I said all that crap, and that's kind of how it went. And in the end, they continued to lie, and they even banned me from speaking. That's what he should have said. And this is the receipts right here. I mean, it could have been a lot simpler. Honestly, that could have been like maybe, I don't know, a 10-minute video. And I'm pissed. I'm never going to do free work for anybody again. That's what it could have been. But it wasn't. It was too long. All right, I'm looking for the Star Citizen stuff. Dragon Age first. Yeah, some people overinvest themselves and let it become an identity. It's true. Someone once said to me, "Why don't I make more scum videos?" It seems to those are the ones that take off. I'm like, nope. I don't want to be known as just a one-trick pony. I enjoy just going on here. We talk about different things we enjoy, and people are like, "Well, you're not going to grow that way." I don't care. It is what it is. What's up, Matrix? Good to see you. Matrix is over on the Twitch side. Did someone say Star Citizen? No, Starfield. Starfield had an update. Star Citizens is awesome. Star Citizen is a great game. I'm a one-trick pony. Matrix is a one-trick pony. No, you're not. I've seen Matrix play Scum. I've seen him play Star Citizen. I've seen, what was the other? You even played Valheim, I think. You definitely play other games. You are not a one-trick pony. That is so not true. Matrix Omega over on Twitch. That's _ Omega. All right, so we got a couple of videos here. Let me check out the Dragon Age one, which is today, right? That was today. Oh man, I really hurt my back. I can't even move. Every time I go to like adjust myself in the seat, I'm like, ah. Dragon Age trailer. The Veil Guard, right? The official trailer. Yeah, I see it here. Yeah, see, I know you play a lot of stuff. Matrix. Matrix Omega. All right. Switch.
Not looking good, old friend. This'll take more than you and me.
What are you thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
We're going into the Fade, aren't we?
And digging up a lot of buried secrets.
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We'll need someone with fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on. But where are we gonna find her?
Huh. Isn't this a single player game? Hold on. Go back. Okay. Gameplay premiere June 11th. Nice. Look at that. Official gameplay premiere June 11th. Today is the 10th. It's tomorrow. Interesting. How do I feel about that? Well, I heard that it was a it's actually a single player game. But I heard that there may be multiplayer in it. Morning, Doomy. How you doing? I don't know what's going on with the chat screen sometimes, but it's like I'm noticing that it comes and goes, like it'll stop working and then it works again. And I have to like switch in between screens, so I'll be between this one and this one. So when I do that, sometimes Brink stuff didn't come up on the last one, then I have to switch to the other one. It's really weird. I hate this multiplayer. I mean, sorry, multi-stream crap. That's all right. They nixed the multiplayer aspect, so it's not going to have multiplayer in it. Oh, okay. And wait, did I play all of them? I think to this day I've played all the Dragon Age games. I'm pretty sure. I remember playing them back in the day, which I appreciated this series. Yeah, I don't know if anybody wanted multiplayer in this. Was there ever? No, one thing I don't remember because I soloed them. Was there any co-op? Was there anyone that could join your game? I don't think so. I wonder if they'll do that with this one. That would be interesting. I'd like to see that. I mean, it looks really good. Dragon Age. I mean, it looks really good. You played all of them? Just like Inquisition was released 10 years ago. Man, just think, yeah, damn. That's true. I still have them. I think I have the actual CDs. Yeah, I have them over there. The Awakening was one of them was The Awakening, right? I actually like them. What was there was a witch. There was the girl with the black hair. What was her name? I think she was a witch in the game, and she was part of your crew. I think you romanced her too, or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Am I thinking about the right game? I think I am. What was her name again? Is it Morgana? No, it wasn't Morgana. That sounds too much like Merlin. Drunken will know. He'll tell me. So it was Morgan. So it was Morgan. I was very close. She was so to use a reference of Baldur's Gate 3, she was the Shadowheart of our day back in Dragon Age first game. that's the best way to say it. Yeah, she was the Shadowheart of Dragon Age 1. Mm-hmm. Because we all know how we feel about Shadowheart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all right. You can be honest. It's okay. I know you can. Come on. It's all right. All right. Anyways, let's see. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. I would love to see tomorrow's a gameplay. So we'll see. Somebody will drop this link in the Discord later. I like the Bard better though. Liliana. Oh, I remember her. She actually sings a song, right? I remember she sang a song. I think I did a game, like a playthrough where I cheated on one of them because you can have you had a romance one of them or whatever. And I think the Bard girl got mad at me because she saw me with Morgan. That's what it was. I was like, oh damn. That was before any of this stuff. I mean, I remember that was the first time you had real relationships in a freaking game. Dragon Age. I can't remember any other game like that before that. I might have to load that back up. I think isn't it available on? It's available on EA. I think on Origins. You just have to download it. All right. So what else we got? So we had there was a Legacy Steel and Sorcery that came out. Somebody said, I think Callie said it's too much like a WoW game to me. So I want to see what you guys think about this one. Oh, my favorite is when you cheat between both of them and travel with both of them. Oh yeah, and they start talking. Yes, I think it's a lot like Baldur's Gate when it comes to that. It's just conversations. Yes, I remember that. Now we're gonna have to play. We might have to play that game again. All right, let me see this. Hold on. This is Legacy Steel and Sorcery. So Callie said it was too much like WoW. Morgan tells Liliana, I don't share. Leilana. Is it Leilana? Yes, Liliana. That's a good move. Let me pause this for a second. I'm excited that they brought the Griffins in with the Wardens since they were extinct until recent book that came out. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Did you talk about Starfield or did we just distract by Dragon Age? We're going to talk about Starfield after this. I'm going down the list on the Discord. I've got Legacy, Steel of Sorcery, then I've got State of Decay, and then we have Shattered Space, the official trailer for the Starfield expansion, and then we have the Starfield June update. So yeah, so I'm getting down to that. Hold your horses. This is Legacy, Steel and Sorcery. I guess this is coming out soon or is in development, one of the two. It looks very cartoony. I can see where Callie said it looked a lot like WoW. I think it looks a little more grittier than WoW though. WoW looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Decay in a second. Stand by. What the? Wow. This is a little grittier than WoW, I think. That's a nice logo, man. I like that picture. I want that on a t-shirt. Wish list now. Playlegacy.gg. I must be the only player who never played WoW. I'm sure there's a lot of people that haven't. I remember that I never wanted to play WoW because I thought it was let me just pause this for a second. I thought it was too cartoony, and it's funny because I played EverQuest. And EverQuest had originally EverQuest had like it looked like Minecraft almost because it was so blocky. But then they came out with EverQuest 2 and it was a lot more real, like the actual graphics were real. If you remember, let's see if I can find this. Hold on a second. Ah, shit. Yeah, so like EverQuest 2 had, like their look was a little bit different. So this is, you know, when you were playing this kind of look, and then WoW comes along, it's like, yeah, WoW was too cartoony. So I remember seeing that. So I remember a lot of people that were playing EverQuest 2, they thought, I'm not going to play a cartoon game. That looks like it's for kids. And a lot of people did not like it. And so for a long time, I think even to this day, still people that don't like the graphics, and it says it's too cartoony. You were busy playing City of Heroes. Did you play City of Heroes? Wow. Yeah, I don't think I ever played that. I remember it. I had the comic books. I think I still have them. Avion series. I don't know that one. I don't think I remember that. Yeah, Hyde never played WoW either. Yeah. All right. Well, so Legacy looks okay. I mean, I don't think it's. We'll have to see more when it comes out, but it looks interesting. We'll have to see what it's like. It probably, if it's anything like WoW, then we're not gonna like it. But I don't think it is. Now, let me close that out. Okay, so this is a State of Decay. We've been waiting to see this. State of Decay 3. You started out with City of Villains. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. I never played it. It's just like they also had a DC Universe. Sony came out with like DC Universe Online or something like that. I never played that either. That's dating you, yeah, pretty much. That's an old game. That's okay. We age well. That's all. So a lot of us have been looking forward to this next one, State of Decay. State of Decay 3.
Who were you before? Who did you love? What did you believe? It's too late to ask now. We all knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. But you helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us. We found hope in each other.
Help! I'm surrounded. They're everywhere. There's way more than I was expecting.
And even if we bought the other survivors just one more day, the sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it.
Oh.
And that helped us find the courage to keep going, to fight on. When we needed it the most.
Oh. It's a waste of bullets. That's a waste of bullets. He's already
I
down.
didn't know you well. But we'll keep your memory alive.
It's kind of sad.
Every sacrifice we make matters.
See, Hyde, it's like me picking you up on the side of the road.
Be forgotten.
No, this is State of Decay 3. Need his gear. Nice. Oh, look at
No
that.
one is forgotten. We live on.
Damn, that's sad. That's pretty nice. I mean, I got to be honest. The way they did that was really great. That is this scene right here. I mean, just the whole thing. If you listen to the story, I mean, I know we were all excited by the views that we saw, but if you listen to the story and how it kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead or an episode from The Walking Dead, and in the end, it's like they'll live on. You know, they know that they've lost these people that they meet. They don't know them well, but then you have that little. She hung that little dinosaur there, just like a memorial for everyone that they've lost. Oh, that's so sad. So my question is this: is this gameplay? Let me lower it down. Like, I think if I were to look at some of this looks like this would be gameplay. Because if I remember correctly, it is third person. State of Decay are two awesome games that for whatever reason I never could get into. I don't think I've ever played either one. I've been waiting for the third one before playing. I don't think I have. I don't even think I have them. So I think this is gameplay. Let me see what else. This is not. This is cinematic. That's I have to believe that that's gameplay. And like it's right here. Like I would think that this would be gameplay right here. It is third person. I left you on the side of the road. I did. I did. Excuse me. Yeah, I never played any of them, but I want to see this. I really do want to play the third one. See, that looks. See, I would think that this would be gameplay, but the rest of it looks cinematic. Like that's gameplay. That's cinematic. Cinematics. I want to see gameplay of the freaking game. Trying to see if there's any more gameplay. I don't think there is. I think everything it's all cinematic. So this will be an interesting game to see. Can't wait till it comes out. I am excited about this one. The lore hits harder. They go deeper with it in 2. Oh man, I wonder if we need to. Are the first and second one third person, or are they first person? I can't remember. It's not coming out till 2025 though, right? All third? Okay. We might have to give it a try. All right. This is Starfield's Shattered Space. This is a new expansion coming up with Starfield. We should watch this. Before I do that, let me check Steam out for a second. I'm just curious. I can't remember why I didn't get into them, or why I didn't even buy them. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking this up. Why didn't I buy this game? These games, they're on sale right now. I mean, this is $9.89 right now. Offer ends June 23rd. This is the State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition. You could actually buy. Oh man, you can get this whole thing for $14.14. Wait a second. This is an 81% discount? That is no. You really? Hold on a second. Let's take a look at this. You get an 81% discount for the complete collection, State of Decay. I got the music, got the 1, you got 2, you got the official soundtracks. So you got 1 and 2 for $14.14 with the soundtracks. Co-op is. I need to download this. It says single player, online co-op, cross-platform multiplayer. Man, this sounds good. I need to get a water bottle. All right, we're gonna get it because that is cheap. I just returned a couple of games. By the way, I returned Splody because it's obviously not a game I'm gonna be playing. It's not my thing. I returned Splody. That was like 1999. I returned The Tribe Must Survive. My tribe's not going to survive. And it's just one of those games I just wanted to try out. And I also returned Dwarven Realm because that game is not complete. That game should not even be out yet. It doesn't look like it's even complete. It's way too early access. So I'm like, I returned, and that was only $4.99. So I think I returned about how much? I would say probably $30 or something worth of game there. So that's good. Got a little bit of money. So we should buy that game instead. State of Decay. All right, we're gonna do that. I can't remember if I played 1 or 2. I think you played 2. What's up, Boyle Peanut? Good to see you, man. All I heard was discount. I'm in. I know. $14. That's freaking cheap to get both games and the soundtracks. Totally do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it in a moment. All right, let's watch this. So this is a Starfield's new expansion. It's called Shattered Space. But let me grab something to drink because I'm getting cotton mouth here. I'll be right back. I just need to pull myself out so you don't see me stand up as an old man. Urgh. Oh, my back. Oh man. Okay. Eesh. I'm gonna have to lay in a hot bath the rest of the day. Oof. My middle lower back is like frozen solid. I can't even walk. It's ridiculous. That's what I get for doing all this moving around again. I'm surprised nobody has made fun of me yet. You don't notice the difference? Yeah? No? All right. I played 2 for 40 minutes. Didn't seem like it was my kind of game. I didn't refund it though. Cool. Yeah, maybe we'll all play together. I'm sure there's plenty of people in the community that will play. All right, here we go. Let's watch this. So this is Starfield's Shattered Space, and it seems like Starfield's making a comeback. Like they're changing a bunch of stuff. You did a lot of hard work yesterday. I feel, yeah, man. I don't know. I'm still drinking soup in my jammies. You're good. Oh, I need to do that. I'm so freaking high. I haven't eaten anything yet either. Let's go here. Starfield's making a comeback.
We have received a distress call of unknown origin. There is no record of a star station in this orbit. Something is not right.
This is the Serpent's Will.
Coming aboard was a mistake. We need to run.
very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You trespass in the home of House Maroon. Your fate will be decided by the Great Serpent.
Can you feel its embrace encircling your heart? Constricting until there is no more you. Only us.
Oh. So that looks pretty good. There's a second part to this, which I'm going to play in a second, but that looks really good. Like it looks like they made a story. There's a quest. It's got some plot twists. I'm really interested in seeing this. So this, I don't know. This isn't coming out yet though, right? It's coming out sometime soon. I'm going to look at it in a second, but I think I missed that part. Either way, this looks really good. I guess believe you guys are still in your jammies. Do you actually wear jammies when you go to bed? Really? I'm like, I had a t-shirt and shorts. Sometimes no t-shirt. It's just one of those things. I have jammies. I think everybody owns a pair of jammies. Who here doesn't own a pair of jammies? Brink one. I did notice. I didn't say anything though. I thought you were being incognito. Brink one. It should have been Brunk. No reason to change if I'm staying inside. Oh, so you stay in jammies all day long? I don't think I can do that. Well, no, I think there are days when I'm just like, yeah, I don't feel like putting anything on. I'm just gonna wear my boxers all day, and I walk around in my boxers and a t-shirt all day long. The worst is when you go outside to check your mail and then you bump into your neighbors and like, hey, how's it going? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you're hanging out in your boxers and you're freaking a t-shirt and that's it. And they're looking at you like you're crazy. Like you've given up on life or something. I even have my Snuggie on and my slippers. Damn. You were tired of people calling you Brink O'Near. All right, let's watch the second half of this. But so this is coming out. This is their first story expansion. 1,000 creation credits. I don't know what that is, but that's probably something good. Constellation skin pack, soundtrack, and art book available for the premium edition.
I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
So this is something that supposedly is in the game now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, available tonight. That was a little bit ago. Coming 2024. So Shad, the expansion's coming. We just don't know when. And it is this was 22 hours ago. So yesterday they released the update. Brink said he was in there and it looked good. People still call you Doomy in IRL. People normally call me Nord in IRL. Let me see. There was a second trailer. Now I'm actually interested in logging into Starfield because there has been a lot of changes. And then I downloaded it last night, so it should be ready to go. But let me bring up this last video here. This is from our Discord. And this is a June update about the actual game. Let me pause it for a moment so we can talk about it. there's a couple of things that they highlight here, but I think one of the most important things that I want you to look out for is the creation kit. So they've implemented something that allows you to actually create quests and items into the game. And I was saying that this would be something good that Scum devs should have done or should do. Because if you think about this, before we even get started with this video, one of the things that people were complaining about with this game was that the story was boring. Like early on, they're like, oh, the quest is boring, the story's boring, game is boring, blah, 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 whatever. And because of that, now that they've added this creation kit and allowed people to creators, modders, whatever you want to call them, to actually create new quest lines and new items in the game and change things around, that has given new life to this game. And you're going to definitely see a lot more coming. So I think that's a great step that they've taken, and that's the right direction to go. I still call it, people have been calling you Brink since 1993. I still call you Brink. Like when I talk to my wife and I say, oh yeah, guess what Brink said today? Ah, Brink's being a jerk. No. I get hidden, I get hidden, I get hidden P. I call you Hide. And that just hurts. That one just hurts. Hidden P. Wait, what was it that Fat Cat used to call you? Torin used to call you something. What was it? It was he called you Pants. I think it was Pants he used to call you. Hidden in plain pants. Yeah, I call you Hide. There's Guino, there's Hide, there's Doomy, there's Drunken. Boiled Peanut just changed his name way too many times. He's always going to be Super to me. Voxy. Voxy's the only name that I didn't like for Vox was Pathetic Quacken. I was like, no, don't like it. Brink. Those are the all-stars. Matrix, obviously. We don't have to say Matrix Omega, but he's just Matrix. Troy. Wrath. Trying to think of the more recent hangouts. Wilski, which I still think of as Skinny Pete every time I see her, or Stinky Pete. Hidden Split, nice. All right. Some of us call her Mom. Just FYI. All right, let's go on. So this is the explanation of the June update for Starfield, which is really coming out. It's looking good. They're doing a good job. This isn't too long.
I'm Jess Finster, Community Director at Bethesda, and I'm here again at Bethesda Game Studios to talk to the team about the latest update. There's some pretty major changes in this update. What are some of the biggest new features players have to look forward to?
We're introducing a new mission structure with the Trackers Alliance. It's a group that we wanted to expand on. It gives us a chance to really see what they're about. And with the player as a bounty hunter, we can do some unique missions. In the first mission, there's a mysterious tracker that starts to show up in the settlements around the settled systems.
I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
They'll invite you to their headquarters back in Aquila for sort of a trial mission to see if you have what it takes to be in the Trackers Alliance.
It seems you've decided to entertain our offer. Good.
In that mission, you're after somebody who's been known to steal starships. You'll go to their chop shop, you'll get to explore the location, you'll pick up some great loot. We are periodically planning on adding new Trackers Alliance missions via the Creations platform.
Okay, so see, that's where I think it's cool that they're going to be adding new missions via the Creations platform. And the Creations platform is what's available to creators to be able to create new content. So they've opened it up. Not only are they creating new missions for the game, but they're opening it up so other creators can actually do the same. And anybody could create something for their game. And actually put it up to the platform.
There should be a new mission there right now. In that mission, you're tracking down a former sniper of the 1st Cavalry. So you got to find them and then, you know, resolve that situation and get some loot at the end of that as well. Sort of continuing with the Trackers Alliance theme, we've added a bounty scanner system. So as you're walking around, you can bring up your scanner and look at characters around the cities. You can confront them and maybe persuade them to a peaceful resolution, or maybe things escalate.
You must have gotten some bad information. I haven't done anything.
One of the other things that we're adding is the ability to craft ammunition. It's been a big request from the community. You can go to a research station, research the types of ammo you like, and then go to a bench and craft those.
This part of the game, the whole research laboratory, has always confused me. Like, I kept unlocking things and I'm just like, I never knew what I needed. Like, I didn't have like a list of, okay, make sure you collect X, Y, and Z. And so when I was out, I would know what I needed. I never could get that. And so every time I had to figure out what did I need for whatever I was trying to build, I had to go back to the research laboratory, which it was at the base. And then I had to like write things down and be like, okay, I'm looking for this. And so then I would go out and do that. And that was annoying. I think like the materials for the research, whatever the recipes are, they should be available to you all the time. I think I finished the game because I'm in NG Plus already. I have to see if my file's saved. I'm not sure. Either way, I think that this is the one part that I never liked as far as the research laboratory. And then I just kept unlocking things, but there was nothing I can build with them. I guess now that I can do ammunition, that's actually a good thing.
As well. We did improve melee as well. We added different tiers of melee weapons to the game. So as you're running around, you'll see weapons of increasing damage. And not just that, but melee crafting as well. So after you find those more powerful weapons, you can take them to a workbench and make them even more powerful.
I want to dig in a little bit more about creations. And Tom,
let me stop because they're going to talk about creations, and this is the good part. I want to ask you, Brink, because you just brought this up. The update that they did in May made it more of a survival game. So explain that. How did they make it more of a survival game? Because I haven't played since before then. It's been a long time. So I think you mentioned some of this, that you can probably make it so that the character actually has to eat and has to eat and drink. Is that what it is? I can't remember what you mentioned. I know we talked about this before. What aspects of survival did they add to the game? Look this up over here. Okay, so you can turn on positive, negative aspects for food and water. Okay. I know there's difficulty settings. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. You can tell I'm hungry. I'm yawning. All right, so there is definitely some changes. We'll have to, you know what? We'll have to do a playthrough. We'll just see these things.
I know you're the expert.
This is what I'm interested in. So the creations platform is really awesome. I mean, this is something that more games should do. So there's hunger, and you can get buffs and rebuffs from food too, so that so eating actually matters, and you get debuffs also. Okay, got it. Cool.
On Creations.
Thank you.
So for those that aren't familiar with Creations platform in Skyrim, what are Creations?
Never played
and what
Skyrim.
do our Starfield players have to look forward to?
Good question. So Creations in Skyrim are essentially where ourselves, Bethesda Game Studios, and our community add new content to the game, and where players can find things to continually grow their experience in Skyrim. We are bringing that same thing to Starfield to grow into the ever-expanding universe that is Starfield.
And if I wanted to make my own creations, my own plushies maybe, how do I go about making a creation?
Well, so if you want to be a creator, you go and pick up the Creation Kit. The Creation Kit is exactly the same tool we use to make the game. You can get that right now today on Steam. Download.
This is it right here. So you can actually download it from Steam. This is a Creation Kit. I don't know how easy it is to use. I've never used it. We'll have to look at it, but that's pretty neat. So it is available on Steam.
Creation Kit and go from download to dungeon in 30 minutes. So
beautiful.
Get started.
And who can make creations?
Anybody can make creations. They can build them in Creation Kit and upload them to the Creation platform. It's one of the things we absolutely love, seeing people go from a hobbyist to a professional. That's how you get there.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we have some of the verified creators in the office with us today.
We have some of these talented folks in the office right around the corner.
So these are people that are actually using the Creation platform.
This is a big new empty playground.
It's such a big universe. It's waiting to be filled with such creative and interesting ideas.
It's almost overwhelmingly unlimited.
The environment where we are working in is so inspiring. Everyone is so talented.
You know, I went in wanting to make suits. I woke up this morning writing a script for my quest.
And you know, there's already people bouncing around ideas. Like, people are already thinking big.
I think what excites me most about Starfield Creations is that we have so many new technologies and like places where to create new things. We have spaceships, we have new planets, people can create their own worlds in a completely different way.
Wow, that's crazy.
I actually bought the special edition of Starfield, and that came with the art book. And very quickly I realized there were some pretty cool concepts that didn't make it into the game. So my number one objective at the moment is getting the Beast Hunter concept in.
Have you ever heard of a Dyson sphere? It's this big thing that surrounds a sun. Would you ever like to go inside one of those and fight a ghost ship? I might have you covered there.
But I'd say we can probably say whatever we put out, it's going to enhance something that's already there. It's going to build upon something, or it's going to make it better. It's going to hopefully make it more fun.
Well, I'm actually working on a companion right now. She doesn't live in the future, she lives in the past. And
Did he just say he's working on a companion? Everyone else is like, we're building quests. We're going to enhance the game. We're going to add a whole new level. We're going to have a quest around the sun that you can go to. And then we get to this guy and he's like, well, I'm working on a companion. I mean, I guess it gets lonely out there in the stars. I'm actually working on a companion right now. Yeah, you guys make fun of me.
working on a companion right now. She doesn't live in the future, she lives in the past, and she's a veteran of the colony wars. She's not kicked out of the Navy, but she's sort of pushed aside into the Vanguard, where you
sorry.
You actually meet her during the Vanguard quest.
I love how like this one big they just went in there really quickly. Yeah, there's already a pretty cool robot companion someone made. No, I don't think he's talking about a robot, brother.
In a future creation, I do want to make a weapon that has an alternate fire mode. This is something I've been wanting to do even back in Fallout 4. A magazine that fires standard bullets in the back and just with the press of a button, just swap to grenade launcher, fire your grenade, swap press button, swap to an assault rifle mode, and it adds the extra layer of utility.
So one weapon does like basically press a button and you swap to different modes. That's pretty cool. Instead of carrying a bunch of weapons, just carry one that does everything. That's kind of a cheat if you think about it.
It adds the extra layer of utility.
Some of the new tech that I'm really excited to be working with is the spaceships. I can build homes that people can take with them. They don't have to come back to their home comes with them. So I'm really excited for space homes.
That's actually a really good idea. And I know Brink and I were having this conversation before about doing something on Star Citizen where you can actually just stay in space and just continue, just explore and continue to travel to like the ends of space. So that's pretty cool. That if you could do this in this game, there's how many planets? There's 1,000 planets, I believe, in the Starfield universe. Can you imagine if you make it like you make a space home that you travel in, and you can just go from planet to planet, and that's basically your content. Let's go to this planet today. That might be worth doing.
With Starfield, there's 1,000 planets. We can fill that with anything. We can take a whole planet, put a full quest line where you stay on that planet the whole time, and essentially build a new game on one planet if we want.
That is also, hold on a second, let me back up, because that is also something that is pretty awesome to think about if somebody did, which is basically just building an entire quest line that will take who knows how long on just a planet, and you just stay on that planet and you just continue to work on that. I think that would be great. I never built a base in Starfield. I did not either. I did not build a base either. That's something I wanted to do.
With Starfield, there's 1,000 planets. We can fill that with anything. We can take a whole planet, put a full quest line where you stay on that planet the whole time, and essentially build a new game on one planet if we wanted to.
Creations could just explode. As soon as the creation kit comes out, you're going to see a ton more stuff coming out.
Yeah, I agree with
that.
that.
There is no limit in what people in the modding community are creating. It's going to be fantastic having like new planets just pop up randomly, or new dungeons and quests for people to explore.
I'm excited to see this game go from a Bethesda space RPG to possibly the most overtuned, overmodded space game out there.
Man.
That's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Just remember, Trackers Alliance and Creations are available in Starfield right now.
Right now.
And the Creation Kit is also available for Starfield on Steam. And to celebrate further, for those of you that have the premium edition of Starfield, you will receive 1,000 creation credits. So check that out.
I don't think I have that.
Until next time, see you in the stars.
Wow. Available now. I think that's really great. I think what they're doing is going to be awesome. In fact, let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to find it. What's it called? Creation Kit. Starfield Creation Kit free. All right. Let me download this also. All right, I'm installing it. I don't know what's going to do with my internet real quick. It's not that big, so it's less than a gig. What I'm curious about is, how do I get to the platform? Like, I want to see the platform itself. I don't know if you can actually see that. Oh, you did? You bought the oh, nice. I don't think I bought the premium. Okay, hold on. I'm going to launch this. I want to see what this looks like. See what it looks like. I'm just bringing it up screen. I must be living under a rock. No, you just missed some of my streams. That's all. That's okay. You're here now, and you're getting informed on all these other games that are available out there. What are you playing these days, Doomy? Are you still playing Wait, you're not playing. You were playing Bellwright. No, you were not. You were not playing Bellwright. You were playing Medieval Dynasty. That's what you're playing. Are you still playing that? Is that what you're streaming these days? Okay, it's launching. I'm waiting. Creation kit. It's initializing archive. Oh, you're playing Medieval? Okay. Is that your jam? Oh, you play that or Icarus? I know that. I know Drunken was playing Valheim. Like the new stuff, the Ashland stuff. I think that's what Drunken's playing right now. Yeah, I don't have a set game I'm playing. I mean, I did Saturday we were playing Fabledom, just for fun. But I don't think I have anything that I'm playing hardcore. And then on Friday we tried out a couple of different games. We did what was the last two we did there? We played a lot more of those. We did Song of Iron. We were playing that. That's a platform. I think it's, I don't know if it's called a platform. It's a side scroller. And what was the other one? I'm trying to remember. I don't even know what I was playing on Friday. Okay, am I locked up here? What the hell's going on? Oh man. I don't know if this is locking me up. If I am, I'm sorry. All right, I gotta kill this thing. Oh my god, what's going on here? Hmm. All right, I'm sorry. That was locking me up. I'll have to do that later. Icarus is my drug, and I play Valheim too. I'm already in the Ashlands. Nice. Ashlands is the only thing I haven't played. Ashlands came out now. I've done all the other biomes and all the other bosses, but yeah, I didn't do that one. Okay, this was locking up my screen, so I just decided to just kill it. Yeah, I don't know what I played. What else did we play on Friday? See if I can see it. Content. Enshrouded. That's it. Yeah, I can remember that game. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think I have a game that I'm playing solidly right now. I'll have to go back to that at some point. It is what it is. All right. Anyhow. You've done all the missions waiting for the biome release? Yeah, I don't even know if I have Valheim installed anymore. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I have Valheim installed anymore. I don't have Icarus installed. Might have to reinstall that to try it out because I've heard a lot of things have changed, and there was an update everybody was waiting on. I don't know. Did that update ever come out for Icarus? I swear that screen behind me is so like it's faded out. I wonder if I can turn the brightness down, if that will make a difference. Let me see. Let me try something. Hold on. This should be this one. Okay, so let's try some. Hold on. I'm going to try something. See if I can do this real quick. This would be All right, let me go to here for a second. I'm just gonna try this. Hold on. If I want to go over here. Too much. There we go. Okay. I was trying to see if I can switch these. So if I got like, okay, that's the back one and that's this one. It looks better. Like you can actually see it. Because if I'm here, you can see them, but one of them is more faded out, the white wise. It's like whitewashed. Like now, okay, let me see if I go to 3 now. Yeah, it's still because of the brightness of it. Oh, but the closer I am, see how the camera actually starts dialing in? So you can actually see the image. That's not bad. So you can actually see the image behind me. The other TV works better, obviously. This TV looks a lot better. It also depends on the image that's there. Huh, interesting. All right, sorry I had to do that. Oh, Jelly, I am almost done with it. You can take pets back to the orbit now in Icarus and take them down on the new mission. I definitely need to jump back in. Genuinely fun game. Yeah, I have not. I haven't played enough Icarus to speak on it, so I might have to do that. All right, so I think it is done for today. Today's stream is done. We got a lot to do. I'm gonna rest my back today, guys. To tell you the truth, I just want to relax today because I definitely threw out my back. I did redo my room. Yes, I did. Don't make fun of me. It does look a lot better in here. It was too congested the way I had it before. I had a U shape behind me and I was working on the big monitor, which was great, but honestly, for functional reasons, I couldn't use my big giant screen as a TV anymore. And so it sucks. And plus, I had 3 monitors that I wasn't using. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I went back to my somewhat old setup, which I now have my 3 monitors here in front of me with my 4th one down below. I'm facing the blue wall. Got the one system on this side. That's the Stable Diffusion system. I can log into that one and do what I need to. And obviously I don't really need a monitor there, but I'm using the big giant screen as a monitor. And then my wife is making fun of me and she doesn't understand it. Just build the war room. You all know you want it. I know. My wife has been telling me that she thinks my room is ridiculous. She says, nobody has a room like this. Nobody does this. He went a whole week without redoing his room. Shut up. But I don't know how long it's been. It wasn't that long. But she says, it looks like a media center in there. And I'm like, that's what it is. She's like, it looks like a computer lab. I'm like, that's what it is. It doesn't look like an office. I'm like, it's not an office. It's my studio. It's my computer lab. It is my media center. So I just don't understand the issue with it. Can I do so let me see if I can do this. Hold on. I'm gonna try to. I guess gotta switch screens for a second. Remote control? No, I don't want that. So watch, I'll do this for a second. I'll have to do it on this one. So let's see, let me give you a quick view behind me. All right, so see over here now, this is basically, we got the 3 monitors. You won't see them all, but okay, that's one corner of the room. Then we go to the other way. And so the workstation is, that's my daughter's workstation area. So she's been playing, I built her that computer, so she's playing over there. And then if I go further, there's the door. We don't need to see the rest. There's just a wall. This is all my junk is over there. It's in a shelf. It's all my electronic cables and whatnot and extra peripherals. Whiteboard that I erased. I'm not even using that whiteboard anymore. But that's kind of, this is kind of the layout of the room now. It is what it is. You know, don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me, all right? But yeah, it's okay, I agree. It's not a regular office. I agree. It is not. Hubby says same thing about me. Okay. They don't, and that's why she goes, I don't understand. I'm like, you'll never understand. You're right. You will not understand. And so we always are. She goes, you have so many things in there, so many monitors. What do you need all that for? I'm like, I just do. I use them all. It is what it is. She's like, what does that computer over there do? I'm like, that's where I run my Stable Diffusion. She goes, stable what? So that machine, that has my Stable Diffusion. It has a Linux built into the Windows machine itself. I run sample GPT examples on it because they're like, there's actually a ChatGPT locally hosted on there. That's also going to be like the cloud system that's going to be local. So that's like my experiment Frankenstein over there. I call it Harvey. No, actually it's Harley. My smart monitor was the best investment. Yeah. Is that the one is it touchscreen? He can stop anytime he wants, chat. I can, damn it. My daughter's gaming machine is over there. She plays on that. It's off right now. Behind me, my laptop's there. That's what's running on the TV. The laptop really is just, I call it my briefcase. So my laptop is only used if I have to go out somewhere and I have to take my files with me or work on something. That's all that is. I hardly ever use it locally, but I keep it available. I hate the zipper on my shorts on the side. My pockets on the side here, they have a zipper, but the little what do you call it? The zipper handle, it gets stuck. Like sticks out, so it always hurts me when I put my hand on my lap. Ow. Anyways. So the laptop's there just so I can transfer files to it. But this one here, this is the streaming and video editing and you name everything else. I do everything on this machine. My smart monitor was my best. It's TV and monitor in one. Post my Switch. Oh, okay, I got you. That's actually good. Yeah, I mean that's what my TV is. My TV is a monitor and a TV, but I don't know if it's a smart TV. It's not a smart monitor. I guess you can call it the same thing. I can stop at any time, damn it. All right. So anything else we got before we go? What's the rest of the day look like? It's pretty much laying on my back. Rest of the week, I've got some work to be done. I probably have to make some videos for you. I am going to take a break next week. By the way, just letting you know, there will not be a stream next week nor Saturday. I'm going to take some time off. So I'll try to make some videos. Hopefully I get some time to do it and then put them up to launch so that way you have something to watch next week. But I'm going to take a little time off next week. I'm going to take a little family time. So we will have a stream on Thursday. We won't have a stream on Saturday. And then no stream Monday or next Thursday. But I will be back on Saturday. I'll probably do a Saturday night stream, maybe, because we're still going to be doing some family stuff. So maybe I'll just wait and see you back on Monday, depending on, I might drop in, not this weekend, but next. And just, just like, hey, stopping in, one of those kind of things. You guys are around, get ready, and kind of prep you up for the week coming. So we're going to take off for a week. I'm just gonna take some time off. I need to rewind, like kind of recharge my batteries. Yeah, I was gonna say rewind my batteries, which would be good too, but it's always good to take some time off. My wife is taking time off, so she's gonna be around more. It's a good thing. We get to spend some time together. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I'm going to go to space camp for a week. Man, if I went to space camp, I would make sure that I stream that, because that in itself would be hilarious. Something looks off, I might have to redo the setup. Do not tease me like that. And I always wonder, it's like I look at the microphone. See, this is the only thing. My mic is not up close to me anymore, because it's over the monitor. So I'm just like, where should I put it? But if I put it on the side, it's going to get in my way of seeing this monitor. If I put it on this side, it's in the way of seeing that monitor. And the ceiling's way too high to put it up there. So the only other option I have is to mount it on the wall and then stretch it down to me. But I don't know if that's going to work. So forget it. So it is where it is. Do not tell me something's off, man. Good, you all deserve a break. Yeah, we do. We all deserve a break. You guys do too. You need a break from me. Come on. I'm going to space camp. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take a little time off. So I won't be there won't be a stream next week, but there will be a stream on Thursday, and we do a long gaming stream on Thursday. You guys can vote on Discord what I should play if you want. I mean, it's a pretty long stream, so we can even do more than one game. Because you know me, after 2 hours of playing one game, I'm like, all right, let's move on. So I think it'll probably be a 6-hour stream on Thursday. Shut it. Something's definitely not right. Shut up. Maybe it's the two monitors behind you. I don't know. Evil laughter. You're such a jerk. Well, definitely, I don't like the fact that this monitor behind me is so, like, if anything's, maybe what I have to do is I have to make sure that anything that shows on it is not a white background, because anything that's a light background, as you can tell, takes time for the camera to adjust to it. You see how, like, the camera adjusts to the image now? Definitely playing Starfield. Yeah, that's definitely going to be one we're going to be playing. So that's the only thing I don't like about this setup, is that one monitor looks washed out. Starfield. We can do a Starfield Star Citizen comparison. And technically, I mean, I'm not going to have those monitors up. So see, like, that image doesn't look as bad because it doesn't have as much white. So I just have to make sure. Lunchtime hunting. Okay, no problem. Go lunchtime. Hubby's coming into the door now. Go. See you later. Yeah, we're going to take off. Yeah, it's very bright. I think that's what it is. Because if I turn it off, hold on. That's what it is. You see? I don't have to have them on. I mean, I can turn them both off. Where's my other one? Yeah. That kind of like balances everything out. I mean, I can keep them off, or I can keep a dark image on them. And I think that's what it is. It's just there whenever the if it loops around into a lighter image, it looks really bad. It's like bright. I definitely need to work on that. You're right. Absolutely right. Great. Thanks, Brink. Originally, I thought of running the chat on there in large format, which I could probably do that. Just put it really, really big. We'll see. I don't know. I'll mess with it. Not today, though. Today, I'm just going to lay down, man. My back is killing. I really, honestly, man, I can't. If I go to stand up now. Oh, my God. Oh, it's like this whole area back here. Even to sit down, I'm like, oh, my God. I feel like an old man. I'll go stretch that out. All right, guys, have a good day, man. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to a couple of you offline. We'll touch base on Discord. Brink has got me watching this new show, Dark Matter. I'm like totally into it. I haven't watched any news. I haven't played any games. I didn't even touch my computer yesterday. Well, I was moving things around, but still, I didn't touch my computer yesterday at all. So I will be watching that. If I'm honest, I'm not a fan of the LED. Really? The lighting? Interesting. Oh, you mean the lights on the... Wait, do you mean the lights on the computer itself? You're so mean. I'm trying to compete with RayKit. I'm competing with RayKit's setup. Oh, he's competing with me. The LED on the wall. LED on the wall. Oh, you mean the lighting? The let's see. Echo, office off. So you mean that? By the way, this is RayKit's he painted his room black, he put an LED strip at the bottom, and of course he showcases his big giant thingamajiggy. I'm gonna paint my room black, damn it. No way. I do have one wall that's blue. I considered painting it all blue. Like it's like a dark, almost a navy. It's like a soft navy blue, maybe a royal. I have one. That my one wall in front of me is that color. This is see his, okay, you see the color of his wall there? His wall is black, but it looks blue because of the LED. My wall is actually that blue color, but his is black. It just looks blue because of the LED. Maybe I should do that. RGB adds horsepower. I don't know. It's trying to look good. I don't like showcasing my, like, I won't showcase my big machine, but I keep that in the back because that's where it's at. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. Oh my God, it's dark in my room now. Wait a second. Let me close this out, by the way. Did my room get dark? Yeah, this is it. My office is going deep emerald. Very deep. Oh, nice. So this is without any lights. And unfortunately, I don't know why my Elgato lights are not working right now. Okay, so this is the oh, that's bright. So I have to turn that one off. I have to adjust them. I think it's just way too bright. No LED in the back. There you go. My office is non-extensive, so minimal doesn't exist. Oh, so this is plain and simple mode with no LEDs in the back except for the computer with the regular lighting. This is probably what Hyde likes. Keep it simple. Nice. Well, I don't know. I will have to work on that. We'll see. She's not a fan of the now she tells me she's not a fan of the LEDs. I've had the LEDs forever. And now you're saying you don't like them? Now I just have these big giant black screens behind me for no reason. Man, great way to speak up. All right, I'm done. I'm going now. Need a ring light? No. These are Elgato lights. I have a ring light. I don't like it. Need a ring light behind me, maybe? You never asked before. I didn't think I had to ask. You're always very outspoken. You let me know. All right, we'll figure it out. I'll spend some more time. I'm going to take down my setup and redo it. Hell no. I'll mess around with the lighting later. He thought I was a troll. I know, right? Here she goes. Don't yell at me, bucko. All right, I'm done. I'm going to take my toys and go then. Echo, office on. So mean. So mean. Oh, look, it's not even working. There it goes. It's slowly turning back on. You've hurt their feelings. Guys, take care of yourselves. Have fun. Do something that you enjoy. Whatever it is that makes you happy. Just don't hurt anybody else or yourself. And that's all good. And if you get a chance, go outside, breathe some fresh air, touch some grass, do something other than stare at the monitor or stare at these crazy streamers that are out there. I know you guys all do something else, but have fun and enjoy your pajama day. Until next time, I'll see you on Thursday. Take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.